Welcome to the Daily Intelligence Brief from IntelStor for the 22nd of April 2025. In today's top renewable energy news, the Ministry of Mines and Energy in Brazil presented the draft reform of the electricity sector. It proposes a gradual opening of the free market and redefines the regulatory frameworks for self-production and the management of social tariffs. One of the central pillars of the reform is the complete liberalization of the energy market. Starting in March 2027, industrial and commercial consumers connected to low voltage will be able to freely choose their energy suppliers. Irish wind farms provided 38% of the country's electricity over the first 3 months of 2025. Electricity during March 2025 increased slightly to 3,673 gigawatt-hours. This is up from 3,598 gigawatt-hours in the same month last year. The average wholesale electricity price in Ireland fell for the second consecutive month to €131.80 per megawatt-hour. Portugal has opted for a two-stage auction model for its inaugural offshore wind tender. The country has set itself time limits for launching the competitive process within 6 months. Portugal is seen as a potentially attractive market for floating wind and has played a leading role in deploying pre-commercial projects. However, the premature collapse of two governments has resulted in a loss of momentum. Delays have been aggravated by a lack of clarity over proposed dates and on whether the model will start with an auction for the seabed lease or include a pricing mechanism. Siemens Gamesa has filed a temporary employment regulation file and an employment regulation file at its Greta plant in Soria. This will affect nearly 250 workers, with 176 to be temporarily laid off and 70 made redundant. The president of the Works Council, Encarna G. Mez, explained that on Monday, the company called them to an extraordinary meeting for this Tuesday. The U.S. president's tariff policies could prompt GE Vernova to accelerate expansion of U.S.-based turbine blade manufacturing. But the company has said that it won't make, quote, big and expensive decisions overnight. David Hardy, GE Vernova's chief commercial officer for wind, said that the energy technology group is like all other businesses monitoring the, quote, pretty dynamic tariff situation on a daily basis. You can learn more about all of IntelStor's market and sales intelligence offerings at www.intelstor.com and subscribe to our channel today.